Hello and welcome to Dream with Mind and Heart, every Disney movie ever. I'm Ryan Silverstein,
And I'm Megan Bojarski.
and we'll be your co-hosts on this long podcast project. For whatever reason, my love of history and movies and Disney has always sort of been there, kind of together somehow in the background, and sort of coming back to it as an adult and always enjoying the form of animation and everything. I've just sort of taken an interest in the history of Disney, and I think there's a lot of interesting stuff to be said.
I've always loved fairy tales, and as I went through my academic career, I got really into exploring pop culture and how history comes into, the movies that we put together, and then how those movies impact our culture and the kind of feedback loop of all of that. And I mean, Disney is it. I mean, especially right now, Disney literally owns everything.
There's so much to talk about, and I'm glad that we'll have the opportunity um, to look at things from multiple perspectives as we go along and bring in different pieces of history that's happening outside of this, like how it's affecting, like you said, copyright law, and how the company evolves and changes over time. I think it's a really, if not quite a proxy for 20th century America, it's up there in terms of like one subject that you can really view as a lens to a bunch of different things. I really want to come at this from a perspective of, actively engaging with the films that they put out, and explore them and kind of pull them apart, and to what we alluded to last time, celebrate the things that we do like about them, but also call out the things that are problematic or not as good, because not all these movies are going to be good. We're going to be covering a couple hundred movies, and there's going to be a lot of duds in there. And I'll have no problem saying that, whether it's a a classic that people love that doesn't work for me, or if it's one of these unknown live action movies that nobody really watches, and turns out to just be kind of a stinker. I have no problem with sharing my honest opinion, at least.
I kind of come at it from more the scholarly angle of I want to see how we got to the entertainment world we live in now, and Disney's the answer. I mean, it might not be the full answer, but it's certainly a lot of it.
A restless creative person that's like, okay, we figured out how to do animated movies, like what's next?
I don't know. I don't think about it a lot, but it is so defining for Disney.
There's a bunch of weird things in there, but I think, again, going back to the Disney sing-alongs,
and it is the most horrifically inaccurate movie. I still love it. I think it's my favorite Disney movie.
I guess a recurring theme for this podcast is going to be Megan makes Ryan feel old.
I really love just digging really deep and finding stupid little details, and
so like the art style with it, the way that story is told, it looks incredible. I think it does a really good job retelling that fairy tale.
I've always preferred villains to heroes.
I'm excited to actually like finally see those, and then like have such a greater appreciation of the context when we get there.
Given that I came up with that question, I should really have an answer to it.
I'm excited to wander into all kinds of weird tangents for things as we go along.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great